6 people confessing to a brutal murder, yet none of them could actually remember committing it. Sounds impossible, right? Well, this is the haunting story of the Beatrice Six, one of the most disturbing cases of false confession in American history. In 1985, Helen Wilson, a 68-year-old grandmother, was found murdered in her apartment in Beatrice, Nebraska. The case went cold for years until investigators decided to take a different approach. What followed would become a textbook example of how criminal investigations can go terribly wrong. Through a combination of aggressive interrogation techniques, the use of hypnosis, and a controversial theory about repressed memories, investigators managed to convince 6 people that they had participated in Wilson's murder. The suspects, Joseph White, Thomas Winslow, Ada Joanne Taylor, Deborah Sheldon, James Dean, and Kathy Gonzalez, began to believe they had somehow blocked out the traumatic memories of that night. Let me paint you a picture of how this happened. Imagine being told repeatedly that you committed a horrific crime, but your mind is protecting you from the trauma by hiding these memories. Then, through hypnosis sessions and psychological manipulation, you start to question your own reality. That's exactly what happened to these 6 individuals. The power of suggestion and the desire to cooperate with authorities led to what psychologists call a mass false confession. Some of the suspects even developed detailed, though completely fabricated, memories of the crime. They were so convinced of their guilt that 5 of them pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Years later, advances in DNA testing revealed the shocking truth. In 2008, DNA evidence conclusively proved that none of the Beatrice Six had anything to do with the murder. The real killer was identified as Bruce Allen Smith, who had died in 1992. The Beatrice Six spent a combined 70 years in prison for a crime they didn't commit. Their case stands as a chilling reminder of how malleable human memory can be, and how dangerous it is when law enforcement uses questionable psychological techniques to extract confessions. This isn't just a story about wrongful conviction. It's a wake-up call about the power of suggestion, the fallibility of memory, and the devastating consequences when the justice system gets it wrong. The Beatrice Six were eventually exonerated and awarded millions in compensation, but no amount of money could give them back the years they lost behind bars, all because they were convinced to remember something that never happened.